Hey, welcome, everybody. Welcome to Young, Famous, and African. Love is in the air. We are reviewing episode 3. You guys, love is in the air. Things are heating up, and I did take a sneak. I saw like the first 20 minutes of episode 4. Episode 4 is a doozy. What's up, Chris? Really? What's going on, Sima Ralph? Hey, Adabisi. What's going on, Latonya? What's going on? Hey, Rim. What's going on? Hey, it's you, Fuamoa. What's going on, you guys? This episode, let's just get into it, right? First of all, Andy needs to be stopped. He needs to be stopped. I know he has this flirtation with Zari. I know. Listen, I didn't understand how good of friends. Hey, Chris, really? Thank you so much. Sorry, thank you so much for joining the TisaTells. Thank you so much, Chris, really, for joining the TisaTells fam. You guys, you can also join. We do really, really good talking mess sessions where I give exclusive tea. You know my tea is YouTube famous. And I give exclusive tea. It's $4.99. You can cancel at any time. Go ahead and sign up. But anyway, let's get into this. Andy needs to be stopped. He needs to be stopped. Now, here's the thing. In episode 2, I really didn't understand how good of friends Andy and Platinum were. I thought Andy and Platinum's relationship was kind of like the way Nadia and Zari's relationship is, which is to say, like, yeah, they're cool and they know of each other and they might hang out, but they're not friends. No, I was wrong. Platinum, right? And Andy are good friends. Platinum and Andy, Platinum was literally talking about his relationship and like let him know all the stuff about it. And the whole time Andy is sitting there trying to scheme on the mother of Platinum's children. The thing is, right? Just like, who said it yesterday? Dia said that Andy is like a benevolent pimp. Andy and Platinum are the same people. They like to hunt. They like to collect trophies. They like to do everything. Andy, for whatever reason, when he said, this is Platinum's world, we're just living it for it. I said, aha. You're a little jealous of Andy, right? I'm sorry. Andy's a little jealous of Platinum, but in a competitive way. So you want to make his baby's mother fall in love with you. You want to make his baby mother yours, so you could be like, haha, do you see this prize that you're like, oh, I love her, she's such a good woman, but she's just not for me. You want to collect that prize so you can literally, almost like the way if they ran to a dealership to see who was going to have the new Lamborghini. Andy needs to be stopped. He is low-key evil, because let me tell y'all something about Andy. At least Platinum is very upfront about what he wants, how he wants, and how he's going to give it. It is literally your choice. Speaking of choice, let's talk about Nadia. It is your choice on whether you're going to give it to him. It's your choice on whether you're going to let Simba eat you for dinner, figuratively and metaphorically. However, Andy's a little different. Andy is not upfront about his attention. He comes like, no, I care about you. I just want to touch your hand. You're so beautiful. Tell me more about your life. And he literally gets into people by playing the nice guy, talking, finding out what you like, what you're into, all this other stuff. And then boom, you're just as bad as Platinum. Just as bad as Platinum. It was crazy. Hey, everybody. Hey, Jessica. Hey, adorable babies. Hey, Kalima. Hey, Kim Riley. Woo. Hey, Dia. What's going on? You're here. Hey, Kelly. Kathleen, of course. Listen, he is trouble with a capital T, and he is smooth. A little bit too smooth. Like, if I saw that, I'd be like, okay, I can't do that. Let's get into the episode. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Shall we? Shall we talk about the elephant in the room? The elephant in the room, if you guys don't know, is literally Annie. Ugh, Annie. This actually, let's talk about that thing. Let's get to that first, right? No, let's get into the couple counseling. Where y'all want to start? Annie or couples counseling? Okay, let's talk about the couple. Okay, there's so much to talk about. Let's talk about the sit down, right? When Naked, right? When Naked and what's his name? And Connie came and sat down. Listen, can I just say, right? Hey, thank you, Mom Boss May. I appreciate that. Hey, Paulette, Tonya. Yes, it is a binge watch show. Listen, the way Naked and what's her name? Connie, literally, right? Literally are like brothers and sisters. I love the way they don't mix words. I love the way she was like, sit down, we need to talk. You know, Connie, sit down, we need to talk. You are not being good to her. And then Nick is like, Nick looked at her like, you must be out of your mind if you think you're going to sit here and talk to me like a little child on TV. Worry about your own life. Worry about your alleged boyfriend. Worry about Steve Urkel. Worry about that smooth nerve. He literally tore Connie's relationship up to the point that she got stares in her eyes. And let me be honest with you. Last week, I was like, yo, something about the way Naked is literally interacting with this girl makes me think, is he even into women? Until you guys told me, and I did a little research. His girlfriend, or I'm sorry, wife, passed away from cancer not even a year ago. He's still in mourning. He probably doesn't even know what that's doing to him. Plus, you can see she's a beautiful girl. He feels like he has a trophy piece, but I feel like he is sick of her, but he wants somebody on his arm. He wants somebody on his arm for our candy. Now, he did light up a little bit when he was talking to Swanky. I'm just saying, but maybe because he was so happy to finally be heard. Because I'll say one thing, Swanky is two things. He is a phenomenal dresser. And he's also a very, very good listener. Swanky is has pulled out so much from so many people on the show, but he gives us very, very little of himself. He's a phenomenal listener, right? Now listen, he literally went to do all of that stuff. Now, you guys. So they sit there. Connie starts fake crying. I don't believe she fake cried, but I do think that Connie's one of those people that cries out of anger. You know, some people cry and they're like, ooh, just hold me. Connie's the type of person when she cries, she gets like she's angry and like her emotions and her anger overwhelm her. She didn't see that coming with Naked, but Naked came sitting on ready like, who are you? Are you serious? Even your boyfriend, like, why is your boyfriend like being like, oh, who you're meeting with and all this other stuff? Again, she's a grown woman and she's older than this man, right? Now, listen, here's another thing. I was thinking, listen, as I'm watching this in real time, so if y'all know the end of the plot, y'all can let me know because I'm still going to watch it. But this is just my theory, right? Connie and Naked will make a really good couple. If assuming Naked's into women, because remember when Naked was like, you don't need to worry, like neither of us need to be worried about getting married. Let's just sit right here and enjoy a drink. To me, I was like, do you see Connie, because you've been with her for so long, you're kind of possessive over her. You wouldn't mind being in a relationship with her, but you just want her to sit there and not get married to someone so she can be your option. Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, Dr. Payne, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. So listen, let's get into this. We'll run it down from the top, shall we? Where were we? I have notes because you know I don't love, but lately I've been taking a lot of notes. Where were we? Hold on. Let's see. I'm pulling this up in my Finder. Okay. Here we go, right? The first thing. Okay. That brunch that they had between Zari and Nadia, I really don't understand what the issue is. Why does Nadia keep trying to act like she's not bothered about platinum when she clearly is? She wants to make sure that she is the last baby's mom in that picture. Now get this, right? I felt Annie's, you know what the funny thing is with Annie? I feel like with Annie, one of the reasons she was so upset about Zari, so let's run through this in the thing. I'm gonna do chronological order, right? First day at the party, it was a little sit down. It was like a girls' brunch. They all came in looking cute. Listen, I don't understand what Nadia came walking in with that looking like a pink flamingo. Literally, Nadia came walking into that little brunch, girls' brunch, looking like a pink flamingo, right? Zari looked like she was cosplaying Brigatin. It was all cool, right? I'll say one thing about Zani. Zani needs to leave that blonde hair on the floor. Zani looks drop dead gorgeous in black hair. Remember that scene where Zani was sitting there talking to Annie about like her relationship? This was later in the episode. Zani with her, Connie with her face, her complexion, that black hair. I was just like, don't ever put blonde in your hair again. It is not for you. It clouds your beauty. Throw that issue on the floor and let's move in to dark hair. Again, y'all know I'm partial to dark hair. I've been blonde before, but with Zani, it's like, girl, why would you ever put that mess in your hair? So anyway, they're having a little get together, and Nadia is explaining how she can't wait to see her boyfriend. She's going to have so much. She's obsessed with sexing on her boyfriend, Vic Mensa of all people. Again, I remember Vic Mensa where he was going through his Prince androgynous purple rain period, you know? Now, listen. No, mom boss, you can let us know what happened. It ain't going to enjoy. I'm the type of person, you can tell me what's going to happen in the episode. I don't care. I still want to watch it for myself to see how it played out. Now, so they're sitting at the thing, they're talking, and then Zari and Nadia get into it. Zari is like, why do you even care, to Nadia, and you got a man? To which I would say to Zari, why do you care? Because you're supposed to not want this man. So why do you care what he does? Unless you're still jockeying for position. Like Zani said, Kanye said, Zari is clearly bothered by this. However, that moment when Annie pulled her to the side and was like, listen, you were very rude to me at the Arabian Nights. I remember some of y'all in the chat were telling me that Zari was not bullying Annie. Zari is 100% bullying Annie. And what's more, I don't know why I get the feeling that Zari and 2Baba had some type of flirtation, had something. It was just too weird, unless the producers are telling them to get a plot going. So, Zari was like, but your bum was all out. But Zari, why do you care? Weren't you busy taking care of your man? Why do you care? Literally, Zari is a mean girl. She knows not to do that stuff with Connie. She knows she can't do it with Nadia. Because if she does it with Nadia, she is going to be on, her, they're going to go into it. But it's also going to let Platinum know that she cares too much. So she can't really mess with Nadia. And Kaylee, the other girl, Neked's girlfriend, she's just literally sitting in the corner talking about, why won't he touch me? That's all she cares about. Why won't he touch me? All right. So anyway, they have all that out. Let's see. They have all that out, right? Kaylee, listen. So anyway, Kanye is getting the girls together for brunch. They're doing the Arabian Nights. Now, listen, here's the thing. When I was like, ooh, Andy, you are dangerous. He said, because he comes across as so respectful, so honest, so sensitive, but it's all little things. It's kind of like this, right? Platinum is a lion. Andy is like, I want to say a jackal. A panther? What's the word for it? Like, you just like very, very, very subtle, very, very sneaky, but very, very there. Okay, so anyway, right? They're out, right? Neked is like giving him tea, right? Neked is sexually frustrated because his woman is wary of his friendship with Diamond. I remember he was so mad at Diamond because he was like, why you do this with Nadia if you know my girl's sitting here? And then Diamond's like, if your girl gets upset, then that just means that you got a problem with your relationship. So then I was like, okay, maybe this is culture, that the women never look like they're bothered, which to me made what Connie did on that rooftop a million times worse. A million times worse. Again, why can't, what's his name, just admit, right? Why can't Neked just admit he's not into this girl? I know she looks good. I know she's eye candy. I know she's loyal. I don't know what it is. Or maybe he just still is grieving and doesn't feel like touching her. Then, of course, Platinum makes the best analogy where he says, if you're chewing gum and somebody gives you a grape, why would you throw away your gum to eat a grape? And everybody's just like, oh my God, that's such a good analogy. And I was like, unless your chewing gum's out of sugar, then you spit the gum out because you're tired of you chewing on flavorless gum. And grapes are better. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, who choose? Because again, the one analogy he was saying is who chews gum forever, right? Now, here's the thing. Connie is super concerned about Naked and Kaylee's relationship. They've known each other for at least 20 years. You know, they're going all in. Do you think Connie knows something that we don't? Do you? Because Connie doesn't seem to be too concerned that they're not actually getting intimate. Connie seems to know something that Kaylee doesn't know. Again, that blow up in the bar was everything. I'm beginning to see it's a little bit highly produced, but I don't care because the people literally play their roles. Now, get this. When the little girl's kept chatting to her mom, and she's like, she gets lonely at night, and she's chatting with her husband over FaceTime and doing all this stuff, and she talks about the memories to the rocky past. Annie's pain is so palpable underneath any surface that I almost wanted to call the police on 2Baba, because it's like, what are you doing to this woman? And why are you doing it to her? This is sick at this point, 2Baba. Like, it's not enough that you're cheating on her. It's not enough that she feels like she doesn't compete. You also demand that she accepts when you cheat on her and have outsized children. And you also ask that she has to put up this facade that nothing shakes her, which is why what Zari did on that rooftop was super, super evil. Let me just say this, right? When she announced, I'm engaged, Kanye was literally like, this isn't good. Zari was hating from the beginning. The way she literally said, hey, can I talk to you for a second? She got up, she strolled in front of her husband, whatever, right? They sat down. She starts saying, yeah, your wife seems like very insecure with me. Almost telling on her as if she knows that one of the things he does not allow Annie to do is express her pain. Because now the proposal makes sense. I thought about it. Everybody's like, oh, this and that. 2Baba does not let Annie express her pain. She doesn't let Annie express her emotions. The only emotions that she is allowed to show around 2Baba are gratitude, love, and happiness. And it almost seems like she is literally there on borrowed time, that if she truly expresses and really shows, you hurt me, this was unacceptable, 2Baba will be like, yeah, and he'll be out. He only lets Annie be around if she is not a problem, not a burden, and does good things. It struck me as odd that Zari almost acted like she knew that. The way she's like, your woman is very insecure about me. Like she was telling on 2Baba, like she knew what he expects from Annie in order for Annie to be around. Then when 2Baba laughed and said, you want to F with her head? And I was like, what? And then what's her name? Zari was like, if I wanted to F with her head, I would have said we slept together. And they were sitting there laughing and joking about Annie like she was a joke. I know Annie was not privy to that conversation, but I wonder if she's watching it on playback and she just popped 2Baba. But I think Annie, it's deeper than love. It's deeper than admiration. I think that Annie has no power at all in that relationship. I don't even think she can even get the right? I don't even think she can get the right to tell 2Baba that she's mad at him before he'll be like, Annie, you want thin ice? You're doing this. I need you to do this. I think that's how their relationship is. It was sick to me. It was sick to me that to add to our humiliation, once Zari talked to 2Baba and was like, okay, he's on like demon time too. All right, Annie, come here. She literally called his wife in front of her, like she was the queen, to humiliate her in front of her man, to humiliate her in front of her man and let her know you are less than nothing to this man. This man respects me more. I am your queen. You bow down to me. Listen to your master. He told you to bow down to me. It was so sick what she did. And I don't believe that some of y'all in the chat yesterday watched this episode and had the nerve to say, Zari doesn't bully Annie. What are you talking about? It's sick. It's sick. And she doesn't understand why, in my mind, Annie's been chosen. Why, in my mind, she doesn't understand why 2Baba is with this woman. She doesn't respect Annie. She thinks Annie is weak. She thinks Annie is like very timid. And Annie is. She puts up a big front, but she is very timid. Even the way she approaches Zari, like it's very like, she tries to be aggressive, but you can tell it's not naturally in her. She's a very timid person. And 2Baba, to me, has been training her to keep her head down and just keep being abused. So when it comes to all that, right? You have all that going on, and you like the fact that you guys don't think Zari is a bully, she is sick. She is mean. She is cruel. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. At all. When she was like, literally, Annie, come here. You said to me, oh, you have something with my husband. And then Annie was like, no, I didn't say it like that, girl. And she was like, don't lie in front of your husband. She was literally telling him like the adults were talking and she called the little kid. And the fact that Annie was so nervous that 2Baba would think that she was asking questions, that she was even daring to put herself on a level of, how do you know my husband? The fact that she's trying to hold on to this marriage and she does not even get the respect that is due a wife. You're going through all this, and you can't even get the respect that is due a wife, and you are so scared that this man's going to find out that you may have been talking to one of his side chicks, that you may have been questioning someone. Like, how do you know? That the fact that 2Baba has a train that he was like, you don't look, you don't think, you don't ask questions. You're literally, Annie, you're always on probation for the, listen, you are on the sword of Damocles hangs over the mask, hangs over your head. And I will cut that string if you challenge. This means that he still cheats on her so blatantly. And he's worked it out that she's not even allowed to question another woman that disrespects her in front of him. And all he says is, I don't know. I don't know what was going on. It's questions. I stay out of it. Man, again, even when he was asking her to remarry, I agree with you guys from that first episode. When we introduced the characters and y'all like, yo, he only did that to make himself look like a good guy. I 100% believe now that I saw this episode, you only asked her to marry you so you could look like a good guy on TV. Do a little image control, do this, do that, expand your reach. And as soon as you were done looking for like a good guy, you bounce. Even the way, right? Like I said, she's not allowed to express any emotions except for happiness, gratitude, patience, trust. That's it. Even how when he was proposing to her, she was trying to let him know, like, do you know how much you mean to me? Do you know this? Do you know that? And he's like, shut up. I'm trying to like be romantic. So you've always, no matter what life threw at you. And I was like, life? You mean you 2Baba? No matter what the world threw at you, no matter what was said, you've always stayed there. So for that, let me reward you. And gave her a pat on the head and she just dissolved into jello. Like, oh, I feel seen. I'm seen. The fact that she's like, he's never acknowledged how hard I work, never acknowledged how much I push my feelings to the side, never acknowledged what a good wife and mother I've been to him. Annie is in a straight up emotional abusive relationship. 2Baba, I don't even think he cares about her. I think he tolerates her. He tolerates her. And she knows that he tolerates her. I really do think at this point, he could leave tomorrow and never look at her again. He tolerates her. And Annie knows how humiliating what Zari did to her, how unnecessary. And the look of fear and shame and embarrassment that flew through Annie's eyes when she looked at 2Baba, like, no, I didn't say that. I just said regular. What? And then she was like, oh, whatever. And then when Annie left, they both sat there and decided to be like, are you ready to go back to the table? Yeah, let's go to the table. And they came back and Zari had that smirk on her face. You know what? I don't know what happens by episode 7, but I hope to God Nadia steals platinum from Zari because she deserves that. And I hope Nadia makes Zari feel triple the humiliation than Annie felt. I hope. Yeah, exactly. There we go. That man has been emotionally abusing her since she was 15. Poor thing. Listen, he had 4 children on her before their first child. That is it. Because here's the thing we all know. Listen, I don't want anybody cheating on me, but there's 2Baba cheating. And then there's like love and marriage, Huntsville cheating. The fact that you brought other children home, the fact that you made her accept the fact, yeah, this is emotionally abusive at this bar. Yeah, I do think he loves her, but he will cheat in a New York minute and make a baby on her too. Yeah, but Jijinga, thank you for commenting. Can you really say somebody loves you if they treat you like shit? Or are you more like, I love you like the way I love my dog? right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my dog, but I love you. You love me the way you like a dog you mistreat. A way a dog, when you see me, you come home and you kick me, you neglect me, you do this. And then it's supposed to be love that you finally give me a little piece of meat every now and then to reward me for being a good dog. That's not love to me. That's not love. That is abuse. That is saying that I am a toy for you to play with. And you will take me off the shelf, put me on the shelf, break me, throw me apart, whatever. And you just always better be grateful. Yo, Annie, I hope Annie, like, but she's been living up for years. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. And Annie's so close to breaking. That's why everybody's always so shocked that when she talks, it's bubbling below. Everybody's always so shocked the way Connie was like, girl, I just met you. Why you tell me? Because it's bubbling below. There is something broken. There is something brewing. There's something scary there. And it's bubbling right below the surface. And I hope to God this storm finds a way to dissipate before it takes her and a bunch of other people out. I really honestly do. Yeah, exactly. He did want her to be quiet, then said his speech. He did. She was like shaking and he was like, relax, relax, because it was ruining the moment. He didn't want to, even when she was crying, he was just like annoyed, like, ugh, wipe your face, clean yourself up. Ugh. Literally, it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. He is the worst. Listen, exactly. He's a whole man by the name Innocent. Alleged B always coming with the juice. B said allegedly his baby 8 on the way, not with Annie. Listen, Annie is going to be perpetually. He's giving sadist energy. Exactly, Natasha. He's giving sadist energy. LB said, isn't he trending for allegedly impregnating another woman? Yep, according to B. And I trust B. B, thank you so much for the super course. Listen, I really don't like him either. But the fact that Zari literally used him to humiliate Annie, and for what? Do you know why? Do you know why? Because when Annie said, I didn't like the way you said my bum was all out, Zari sipped her drink and looked at her because Zari is very vindictive and very mean. Zari sipped her drink and looked at her at that brunch and was like, I'm gonna get you back. And as soon as you saw 2Baba, you said, come over here. Let's talk. You know, I 100% believe that there was something between Zari and 2Baba, or at the very least, 2Baba tried to get with Zari. They were way too comfortable. Even the way when he called Annie, he's like, Zari the queen, what's up? Seriously, you barely got time to call your wife, but you got time to give Zari a shout out? Man, ain't nobody slow. But here's the thing. Kanye and Zari are insensitive. However, Kanye to me just sounds like she is brutally honest. Again, I haven't seen the whole season, so maybe my opinion might change. Kanye is beautiful, yes, but also brutally honest. That's different from being cruel. Connie talks all that mess, but when it comes down to it, she tries to protect the people that she thinks are weaker than her. There is something, again, I don't know what Kanye's been through in her life, but there's something that when she sees somebody she sees as weak, her first instinct is to be like, toughen up. You disgust me. Her second instinct is to look over them and guide them. She is insensitive, but she is not cruel. Zari is cruel. Zari is cruel. Zari is cruel. We know when Zari is cruel. Zari's the type of person that will slap a kid that's being abused. It's just like, what are you doing, right? Exactly. Listen, it's the African man's way. They're different over there. Isn't it true about that? Because y'all been saying that's the African man's way. American men are no walk in the park either. I think here's the thing, and maybe this is being naive, and I don't want to talk. Hey, Ginga, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat, Ginga. Dr. Payne Nestor said, I do think he's exceptionally bad for her. Ginga, thank you. 321 said, love you. Tisa, been watching for a while. Thank you so much. Listen, it's the African man made. This is just my opinion. And I can't speak because I've never, fine, right? I feel like when it comes to all men, no matter where they're from, the way people are like, ooh, get you a Latin man, get you a man from Spain, get you a man from America, get you a man from the hood, get you a man from Norway. Shut up. There are pieces of trash in every race, color, creed, religion, and orientation. I would just assume that even if it is the African man's way, But maybe it's African men that don't really like their wives, because I refuse to believe in a whole continent there aren't men being good to the women, being emotionally supportive, and even if they are dipping and diving on the side, literally respecting them enough to not let that stuff, not have 8 babies and only 2 of them are yours. Do you see what I'm saying? So maybe it is. I can't speak on a whole culture, and I don't want to speak on a culture because it's not mine, and I'm here to learn. Like teach me. But but again, Ginga, you literally might, you are right until I hear otherwise. So thank you but I don't know. I feel like in every race, color, creed, religion, a bad man is a bad man. Just like if you like women, a bad woman's a bad woman. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I think. EA said, sadly, that's a traditional, okay, we got 2 now. Say it's a traditional African woman. What the women will say in a marriage because they have low self-esteem, feel like they can't get anything better and are not financially able to leave. Listen, I would have packed up my 2 kids and I would have literally put my picture in Google Images and be like, what country thinks I'm the hottest thing walking? I don't care if they said, boop, 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 go to Norway. They love girls like you. Go to South Carolina. Go to Brazil. I don't care where they said you are looked at like a queen. I literally would have taken my money and packed my bags and grabbed my kids and moved over there. And whoever want to look at me funny because I didn't make my marriage work, guess what? I don't care because I can't see you. Come on, Hans, get dressed. Let's go to dinner. And he's just like, oh, I love your skin. I love your hair. I love the way it's cut so short. That's right, Hans. Pick me up at 8. That's what I would have did if I was Annie. I would have 100%. Here's the thing. When you're not somebody's spec, when you're not somebody's type, when somebody's not feeling it for you, this is how people waste their whole lives away. And I hope Annie figures out before it's too late. It's not it's like everybody ain't for everyone. It doesn't mean anything that you don't like me. It doesn't mean anything that you don't think I'm the prettiest thing ever. It just means that you don't like me. And the fact that you don't want me makes you useless to me. So why would I care? That's like me walking down the street and 12 dogs being like, she ain't cute. And listen, like actual animals, right? 10 cows go, she ain't cute. And that's okay because I ain't want to date a cow anyway. The fact that you do not think I am the best thing ever automatically disqualifies you from being in my peripheral. I don't see you anymore. You are a ghost. What do I care about who someone that doesn't find me the most best thing ever? What do I care about what you think about me? You are a ghost. Excuse me, sir, while I walk through you and get to somebody that really wants me. Your value is that you value me. If you do not value me, you have no value. That means you have no voice. That means you are a ghost. Excuse me, get out the way. Again, 2, why are you arguing? Annie, you're trying to make this man want you for, I don't know if it's the personality, I don't know, whatever it is, but you're arguing with this man or trying your best when you can literally walk out that door and find someone that actually truly honors you. But again, I know Annie thinks she can only get that love from him. Annie is very traditional. She doesn't want to leave her marriage. I don't care. I would have popped up in Norway and never talked to my family again. What happened to Annie? Oh, she broke, bad girl. She got divorced. Can't hear you. I'm bobsledding down Icelandic mountains. Sorry, can't hear you. Sorry, where you at? Oh, I'm doing the cha-cha in Argentina where they like women that look like me. And I got 2Baba's. Bye. Matter of fact, I don't even need anybody rich because I got my own money. I can just get with a guy that got a decent 9 to 5 and a good heart, love his family, and builds me up and makes me feel beautiful. I literally would have just relocated and gone to where people like me. Please. Anyway, Dr. Payne Nestor, of course, thank you again for the super chat. You think he's exceptionally bad for her? Exceptionally. B said, thank you for the super chat. Oh, thanks, B. Ada Betsy said, Two-Face has 3 kids with 1 woman, his first baby mama. How does your man have 3 babies, not triplets with 1 woman? And I don't even want to laugh at Annie because y'all can't convince me that woman is not being psychologically tortured. And it makes me so sad. Maybe if it is the culture, it makes me so sad that she doesn't have more women around her being like, girl, you better go to where somebody likes you. Please. Her picture would have been on what's the dating app in Denmark? Because you know those countries where everybody's like pale and don't got any color, right? Because the sun only comes out 2 times a month. They love anybody that's dark skinned because it's so new to them. They love dark hair, dark skin, right? That's what they love. I would have been like, please, let me go over to where I am loved. Listen. Thank you again, Ginga, for the super chat. Natashki said, Zari has a nasty spirit. She does. Listen, Zari's apology at the table was fake, but I saw her face when when the guy got up to be like, oh, let me go talk. Andy got up to be like, let me go talk to 2Baba. I saw that look of nastiness across Zari's face. And I was like, right then and there, she's like, I know how to get Annie back for literally how she literally looks down on Annie. She thinks Annie is pathetic. She thinks she's ugly. She doesn't know why she couldn't get platinum to wife her, and 2Baba won't leave her. Even through all the humiliations, she thinks Annie is unworthy. So imagine, she thinks Annie's a peasant. And the peasant had the nerve to tell the queen, oh, I didn't like the way you talked to me. Zari is evil. Listen, Jam said, I've been trying to watch, but can't seem to get into it. Seems fake and over bleached. Listen, Dr. Payne Nestor. That's right. Thank you, B, for listen. I saw her compassion. Yeah, I do believe that Connie has a lot of compassion. A lot. Listen, Jam said you're listening for another point of view. Jam's like, I'm trying to get into the show, but every day I'm just whatever. No, it was forced, and she got Annie back. If I was Annie, I would literally start paying psychological warfare. After Zari did that, listen, I'm not a petty person. I'm not, because I know once I get petty, I get locked into being petty. So it's like, I know my triggers. So I try to stay away from all pettiness because it's like, I don't want to get involved. It's not worth the energy. However, right? If I was Annie and Zaria did that stuff in front of my psychologically abusive husband, and he probably was like, why did you tell her, blah, 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 blah. Who are you to speak to Queen Zari like that? I literally would have been like, all right, Zari. And then I would have got every girlfriend I know with a big butt and a smile to come literally sit in Platinum's face until he found somebody he liked. What you want? You like big booties, big chest, little chest. You like wild, you like conservative. What you want? Girl, I would literally bring every woman I could in front of Diamond's face until Diamond found somebody he liked. And then at the table been like, yeah, so sweet. Diamond took my girlfriend to Barbados. Yeah, he took her to Iceland. He took her to Norway. He took her to Spain. Yeah, they're so happy. I'm glad you've moved on. Very good. You're a good woman. I'm glad you moved on. I was as strong as you to not care that my man is now sexing on a woman that's 10 times beautiful. You know what? I wish I had your strength. Because you're so unbothered. I love it. You know what? She's probably going down on him right now. Or maybe he's going down on her. Regardless, it's about that time. Wow. I would literally tell this girl to FaceTime me while Diamond's kissing on my friend's face. Like, hey, everybody say hi. Everybody say hi to Platinum Diamonds. I would be that petty. After Zari left, I would have been like, you ain't going to get me again. It's war. All right. All bets are off. I'm going to get you where you hurt. Because I know, just like everybody can see Annie's weakness, Zari, you're not hard to read either. Please. I do believe that, right? He's going to destroy her if she doesn't leave soon, right? Zari and 2Baba have known each other since way back. They're actually really good friends. It just wasn't mentioned. Okay, listen, Patricia, maybe they're really good friends. It was still hell disrespectful. What he did where he said, you want to F with your head? That let me know with 2Baba. Everything you're doing right now is fake. You don't give a damn about Annie. Annie is always on probation and you'll let her go when you can. Listen, Jam said, did you see a teenager put in her own apartment versus her own room? I didn't have a problem with that, especially because her apartment was literally a 5-foot walk. I thought she was living across town, this and that. It's like, honestly, and let's be real, you guys, we don't live in 2008. Put some security cameras in if you don't trust that little girl. And again, I'm sure she trusts her daughter, but you know the way boys are, right? So just in case you think somebody might be yapping, getting into her ear, you can literally put a security camera on the doorway, right? Not invading her privacy, but on the doorway, that anytime somebody come in and out, it literally takes a security log. You can keep tabs even better than you could if it was just a child, you know? I wish my parents had put me in a whole apartment when I was 15, please. And I wasn't trying to be wild and free in 15. I just wanted my space, you know? EA said true, but misogyny is very blatant in Africa. Things are getting better. now than a year ago, but it's still bad. Okay. It said Kanye is a sociopath. She preys on people who she deems weaker to her and uses it against her. She pretends like a cure when she doesn't. Okay, well, you know what? I got to see the rest of the season. My thing, listen, Tracy said we can't stereotype men. Marcia said, and she locks his face. Oh, when she licked his face. Oh, I know. I was like, ugh, I could just smell the Drakkar Noir. Lauren said, no, not even that. 2Baba looks like he wears something like Killian's perfume or Creed, the white bottle, right? The white Creed cologne or the Killian's cologne. That's what 2Baba looks when you lick him. That's probably what he tastes like. Anyway, Lauren Woodside said Zara could have just said how she knew him. Didn't have to be a thing. No, but she was waiting to put Annie in her place, right? I think Zari is threatened by other women. I do think so, and I do think that as Zari gets older, and Zari's always going to be a beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like as she gets older, and then she's in her 50s and 60s, and you're competing with like the 30-year-old that are in the prime of their beauty. I think that's when Zari's really, really going to get evil. I really do. But who knows? Maybe her and Platinum might end up getting back together. Ram, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Listen, it is shady. The B said, preach, Tisa. Listen. Mama said she can't be tied down to a child. She got life. But this is a conversation we need to have. Maybe Zani figured out something that we didn't. What do you do when you're a single mom? You want to have a life, but you still love your children. See, the men can go in and out the house and they can like have their stuff on the side. But what do you do when you're the primary caregiver? I mean, honestly, it seems like very ingenious to me, right? Yeah, Annie was groomed and hasn't realized it. She was 100% groomed. Chantel said that's not the African men way. That's the excuse African women make to stay in bad relationships. Let's see. Comment from Cat Lego says Kanye genuinely loves people and she's authentically who she is all the time. EA said Annie kept saying Zari wasn't 2Baba's, but I beg to differ. She needs to leave ASAP. Here's the funny thing though. In that conversation, whether Zari is 2Baba's type or not, right? In that conversation, why did you not have the balls to address your man? Because you know that if you literally even make any demands on 2Baba, even down to saying, make this woman respect me, right? And this makes sense. If Zari has known 2Baba for years, then she knows that Annie's a joke. And Annie's just like puppy he comes to kick. And that's why she yearns. Because here's the thing. 2Baba, y'all said he's the richest one out the group. That was cute. What he put together, it was cute. But when you're married to somebody with that type of wealth, when you're married with somebody with that type of wealth, I would expect like more elaborate things more often. She acted like this man shows her no affection, no nothing on there. And she's waiting for God, Jesus to come down and be like, my child. She'd be like, oh my God, he's resurrected. And then he disappears again. He literally cared more about talking to, what's her name? Talking to Zari, and as soon as he was done, he got up and bounced. Tracy, I said, listen, you better go where you appreciate it, please. Jam said, I was done. Then asked if she was a bad mom. Don't they kidnap from ransom over there? You really think that Zani is living in like a regular apartment? You don't think she's living in one of those high rises that got AK-47 militia all posted up outside? Come on now. Zani is wealthy. Stop it. I know she probably got security at the elevator, outside at 18 checkpoints. That whole apartment building does. They got security at the elevator. They got security at the other elevator. Come on now. Ain't nobody breaking into her child's room with ransom. Stop it. But again, I see your point though, Jam. Lauren said, very shady behavior for a simple question. Tomorrow's Friday said, Zari has many underlying insecurities that she masks with money and power. Annie is very hurt and still embarrassed woman. The thing is, again, y'all, I hate to say this, there is something bubbling underneath Annie. And it really does scare me because that level of pain, that is what I see in Annie's eyes is soul crushing. I mean, soul crushing pain. She's not like, it's soul crushing pain. And people that usually have soul crushing pain, if you keep pushing them, they will black out and you don't know what they are capable of. That's all saying I ain't no killer, but don't push me. I'm not saying that Annie would actually take it that far, but I'm just saying that people that have soul crushing pain. Yeah. Annie looks to me like she's rocked back and forth quite a few times, praying to God, reciting Psalms, doing whatever, cleansing herself of holy water to keep herself from not literally deleting 2Baba from this earth. She gives me that feeling. She's like, please, I like just shaking, like, please, like trying to cure her demons. She just gives me that flavor. And listen, exactly. Lorinda said, I don't want to date a cow. Anyway, I don't. Like, if you do not find me the most attractive thing, you're worthless to me. What is like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? I've shown you, I've fulfilled my part. I've shown you I've shown you the best parts of me. I can be funny. I can be this. I can be that. Blah, 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 blah. I occasionally will cook. I'll show you the best parts of me. And of course, there's always room for improvement. But if I've shown you the best parts of me and you reject it, what else is there to do? Literally, you have made this conversation redundant. It's like when somebody robs you and they're like, give me all your money. So you're like, here. And then like, no, give me all your money. You're like, okay, what are we doing? Are you going to like, what's going on? There's no more money. So what are you going to do? There's no more money. What do you want me to do? There's nothing left. Yes, keep holding it to my head. There's no more money. That's how I feel. And Annie, it's like, Annie, you've given everything to this man. There's no more. There's nothing more you can give. But Annie ain't about giving. Annie just going to keep rocking in her bedroom, praying to God that this man wakes up and realizes what he has. And that is the tragedy of it. He knows exactly what he has. He knows exactly what you're offering, and it means nothing to him. But that doesn't mean not anything. Take your kids and go relocate. Literally. People are like, if it makes you embarrassed to say you're divorced, are you divorced? No, their father got killed in a car accident. Oh, that's just Uncle 2Baba, his twin brother. Anyway, let's move on. Literally. That's right. Hot Baba is busy. Hey, Dr. Payne, you're a Taurus. You know about that. Once somebody's mind is made up, you can't convince them. If you do, the most you can do, and this is what Annie's problem is, the most she hopes for is to be in Brandy's almost, like you are the epitome of Brandy's almost don't count. Almost made you love me, almost made you cry, almost made you promise your love, didn't I? Literally, that's what she's in Groundhog's Day, where she sometimes when the moon is right and the wine's flowing and the food's delicious and the conversation's sparkling, he kind of thinks, you know what, maybe I could be with you. Maybe. And then the next day something happens and he wakes up and he's like, never mind. That just must have been the wine. Anyway, I'll be back. That's the way he treats that woman. No, I get it. Her self-esteem is shot. But again, that's when your girlfriends come into play. Because your girlfriends, when your self-esteem is shot, is supposed to be the ones. Listen, we've all been there when we're like, damn. That was an L for the ages. We've all taken L's, right? We've all made mistakes. The only thing is, that's when your girlfriends come into play. Because your girlfriends are supposed to be the one in your ear, be like, if you don't get, like, literally, it's like, you can get your ass playing to Norway, get up, shut up. Literally, your girlfriends are supposed to be the ones that are in your ear whispering, like, Tommy was checking up on you. How's things going with you? Where's 2Baba at? Oh, why don't you come out to dinner with me and Tommy? It'll be fun. Literally. Your girlfriends are supposed to be there to help you get out of abusive relationships by hook or crook. Literally. I know everybody says like, oh my God, you respect marriage. I do respect marriage. I respect relationships. But if somebody's in an abusive relationship, all bets are off. Because to me, abusive relationships aren't real relationships. I don't care if you got the ring of Mordor from Middle Earth on your finger. An abusive relationship don't count as a relationship to me. Argue with your mom and no, I'm not going to honor my friend's abusive relationship. Period. Point blank. Not problems, not disagreements. No, I mean straight up abusive. I see somebody hitting you, blatantly cheating on you, disrespecting you, having you rocking in the bedroom, calling me at 3 in the morning to recite Bible verses with me. Girl, please, I'm respecting that mess. Please, he better know I'm already literally on my phone like, okay, so who's the replacement? You know what I'm saying? Listen, she doesn't listen. LB said, I agree with Chantel Bryan. It's not the African man's way. 2Baba is just cruel. Super cruel. Super cruel. Super cruel. Listen, Adam BC said African man's way. Tristan and Future are about to enter the chat. Let's bring everybody in. Elon Musk, Mark Anthony. Let's just go around the world. There are 8-ish everywhere in the world. Throw Elon Musk's name in there too. Throw Mark Anthony's name. Actually, throw half of Hollywood's name in there. You know what I'm saying? Lorinda said, Annie, he doesn't respect you. Just hold your head. Exactly. Hold it together. Shireen said, I think one of the other reasons the little girl has her own apartment is because she's dating and does not want men around her daughter. Listen, that's another great thing, right? 2Baba is the villain. And he really thought he was doing something by literally putting roses and renting out a restaurant and doing all this mess. And the whole time I was looking like, you ain't slick. You just advertising for the next girl. You are advertising for the next girl. You are not slick. The daughter wanted to say yes, but instead she said, you have a different style of parenting. I'll agree on that, right? We were not put on this earth to be miserable. I just pray Annie really finds some type of love and caring in her heart. Even if it's only, I don't care if Annie lives to be 140 and she doesn't find happiness until she's 139. That year of happiness is going to wash away 149 years of pain. Again, I pray, I literally was watching like, yeah, I really pray that Annie feels happiness, feel true happiness. Not that happiness that comes that something that you've been yearning for finally shines on you. No. True happiness. I pray she feels it before she leaves this earth. Hey, Lily, what's going on? You said, Sima Ralph said, older African women stay. Well, you know what? It's kind of like, maybe it's like it was in the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, and even 90s in America. A lot of women stayed because financially they couldn't make it on their own. Things are changing with marriage because now women can make money on their own. And most of the time, the women are making more than the men. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Jam said, I'm not impressed by these people, nor feels any greatness about them to be adoring. I don't think anybody's adoring them, but I do think they're really, really great reality TV. Listen, would I trade life with any of them? No, because I actually don't know what's going on in their life. Like, I know they got like bigger cars and bigger houses and this and that, but I don't know what's going on in their life. I will say I think this is really, really entertaining to see their version of reality they're giving, right? Hey, what's up, Mad Magnolia? You said you tiptoeing, but we putting you on the Summer Jam screen. What's up, Magnolia Summers? EA said, I would have left right after we got married, found out he had a child with another woman. Exactly. Annie is molded by innocent. He dated her when she was 15. Yeah, I agree. But listen, that's another thing. Annie got money. I would be quietly taking therapy to reprogram the cycle of abuse and get myself ready so I can jet, right? Mom Boss Mayo said, ain't nobody doing that on the regular. A whole apartment because you date everyone still doesn't make sense. Well, maybe there's more to it. Annie was groomed by 2Power. Okay. Dr. Peyton Nestor, you said, what did people think about Rita Marley? Bob was not a saint. Plenty of outside kids. Yo, I remember reading about when he had a baby with that one Belgian model. I think she was a dummy, just like, listen, she was a dummy, and you had children with the legacy, and get it. If Annie might have been a different temperament, I'm sorry, Rita might have been a different temperament than Annie. Some people are built for, my man has outside babies, and some people aren't. Annie is not built for it at all. Rita Marley, I don't know what she accepted, what she wanted. I tend to believe that it probably ripped her heart out. But again, what are you going to do, right? You said, Kanye would make the best madam. She'd open escort service. She actually gives me madam teas, right? That's right. That's right. So it said, Mom Boss, I'm trying, bro, figure out why these people are being pumped up. They're trash with wealth. Oh my God, Jam, will you stop? It is reality TV. Part of it is they need to be wealthy, but they also need to be a spectacle. We don't want to see normal, well-adjusted people on our screen. We want to see people with a little bit of like, they don't need to be throwing bows, but we want to see a little, want to give it to us, Do you think Zari is jealous of Annie because she doesn't bleach her skin? Quite possibly, but I think more importantly, it's that type of thing where Zari, when she looks at Annie, thinks Annie is disgusting. She thinks she's like weak and this and that. And if Zari is bleaching her skin, if she is, then I can see how that would add on the list of, ugh, and then look at her golden chocolate skin. And we're just like, Zari, girl, calm down. Listen, Zari's ex-husband that passed away died super young. Did he? Somebody said, exactly, Zari's a bully. She thinks she's better than other ladies. Listen, playing with Annie's security. Who's that? Precious said, I actually like Zari. I don't think, listen, you're entitled to like who she wants, but that was a cruel streak I saw. You said, come on, Zari's apology seemed very genuine to me. Patricia, didn't seem genuine. She said, she literally said, oh, but if I said you had your bum out, no. Not after what she did with that man. That wasn't an apology. April said the only difference is that Zari isn't with Diamond, but we would be if he would let her. She would, and she would take the cheating. Listen, B said the flowers Zari bought looked like they were picked up from the petrol station. Natasha said, I would have called it out. Insecure, honey, you're over here flirting with someone else's husband, desperately flirting. And let's talk about Zari. Not only are you flirting with somebody else's husband, but you're holding hands with one of your man's good friends. Because listen, Andy's trash for what he's trying to accomplish with Zari. But Zari, you're the one feeding into him. Zari, you really going to let them pass you back and forth? Okay, sure. I am petty. Listen, Mom Boss said, of course it does not make sense. Just one of her reasoning. Note the word men and word young girls are a lot higher. Dr. Payne said, Tisa, please consider doing the charts or Annie's tarot. That would be a good thing. I just see like she's probably wrapped in like 10 of sword energy or 9 of sword. Oh, she's just woo. Yep, I would have set up a photo shoot with Nadia and not just Nadia and Diamond. I would have bought every cute girl I know. What you like. We got flavors. I'm even bringing girls that like girls. Yes, you can have whatever you like. Go on, Platinum. Have fun. It's your playground. Zari, come here. Did I introduce you to my friend? Literally, she talking about my bum was out. I would have got girls that like girls kissing each other with skirts so short, you think that they only have a tank top on. Literally, just coming out, walking with some heels and a skirt so short, it looked like a tank top, kissing in front of Platinum and feeling on him. Zari, come here, come meet my friends. Literally, after that, I would have walked away like, all right, bitch, you got me. You got me. That's a good idea, Dr. Payne. Listen, a good idea. Listen, again, that's why I stay away from pettiness, because once I'm locked in, I don't know how to let go. So I try to, just fall back, just stay away from the pettiness. Just be like, kumbaya, my Lord. Like, let's move on. I do a Kanye West prayer. God, please forgive these dumb assholes for they try me. And thank you, Lord, for giving me the strength not to completely destroy their sense of worth and self-esteem. And also, Lord, I thank you that you gave me the power to hold my tongue and my fist. I literally would have just been like, yeah, you lucky. You're lucky. You are lucky. I'm just saying. Listen, they said, come on, guys. All the ladies ganged up on Zari and they were cruel. How were they cruel to her? Listen, maybe. Someone said that it could be her house too until she gets boyfriends. That makes sense to me. Teenagers have their own suites and big houses all the time. Exactly. I grew up seeing people with huge things, like houses are so big, you don't even know somebody's home. You got to use an intercom system. So to literally be in a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment 5 feet away, I was like, that's pretty close. Do you know what I'm saying? My 17 and 8-year-old son surprised me with his own apartment 3 months ago. I didn't know how to feel. I know you were like, right? Killian does smell so delicious. Hey, Sabrina. Hi to Houston, Texas. Let's get through this, right? Listen, you don't know how to feel. Listen, He has a 737 and a job. You raised it, and 2 cars and the top of his cloud. All right, mom, boss Mayo. You rate. That's right. Apple don't fall far from the tree. And he said, and I'm out, mom. Talk to you later. 2Baba laughed with Zari and asked, why did they tell her? Exactly. I also said, I feel like people are taking it too far. The daughter attends boarding school. The apartment thing is temporary, and still I'm not against it. Maybe, right? Listen, platinum does seem a little, yeah, right? Good for you. Listen, who else? You said Connie said she's not a kangaroo. She can't be carrying a kid in her pouch. All right, Connie, you listen, as long as your daughter's happy, that's all that matters. Shireen said, exactly. Kanye may see it as protection of the men she dates. Exactly. Zari is not two-faced type because all maybe mamas have dark skin. It don't matter whether she's type or not. You let this woman disrespect me in front of everybody and in front of your face. I don't care if she looks like Tickle Me Elmo. We got a problem. We got a problem. Matter of fact, not me and her. You and I got a problem. Get this, get this, get this. Let's see. Okay. Yep, that's true. There's a whole show called Snap, right? There's a whole show. Let's see. What else are we going? Sorry, guys, I checked out, but trying to be open. What do y'all think about the guy? Seems emotionally detached. Listen, I first thought that he wasn't really into women and she was just a show pony. But then I found out that Naked, his wife died of cancer a year ago. So I don't think he's really into that relationship. I think he's still grieving. He's probably dealing with a lot of guilt and he just don't want to be alone, right? He said, I wonder if Annie is envious of Jar for not being with Diamond anymore. She was expected what Baba does, but she doesn't want to. Yeah, I don't believe that. I think that if Zari had, even the way Zari hugged him was like, oh, you're always welcome here. I honestly think that if Zari had her way, she would 100% be with Diamond and she would literally be mean girling all the side chicks to keep them in line. I really honestly do. I do. I really do. Annie is obsessed with her husband. That's not love. Hey, what's up, Almighty Mac? Natasha said, as an empath, I can only be around Annie so long before I would start absorbing that sadness and have to get out of there. I agree with you too. Listen, B said his name is Naked and he must be naked with someone other than his girlfriend. Well said, well said. Natasha said, Taurus gang. Okay, Annie gives me the vibe of always wanting to be front and center, acknowledged by innocent. Of course. Listen, we've all had that moment where we're possessed by the devil. Every Taurus girlfriend I know has. And I be right along riding with them like, we're going to be at the house in 20 minutes. Okay, so you had the mace, or stab the tires, bust the windows, set the house on fire. Now, question. Literally, I'll be right out my Taurus because they would have burned. And I'll be like, okay, but question. So when we burn the house down, should we lock the door or are they free to leave? You want to stand outside with a bat so as they come out, swing? All right, girl, you sure this not? Okay. Right? I'm saying that's the way my Taurus girlfriends be like going in when they snap. It's like, hell have all order. Listen, when Tauruses go crazy, they go and they don't care. It's like they're so open and loving and generous, but once they shut that off, it's like the coldest winter ever. Seriously, it's like, all right, girl, we're gonna be there in 20 minutes. Do you really think we need to burn? Okay, fine. Yes, I love you. Yes, I remember what he did. Okay, we burning the house down. God, can we just burn one bed? Okay, fine, the whole house. Fine. I got your back. That's the way they be. Listen. Annie is a Scorpio. Is she? I mean, that might be why she has that regenerative thing, right? Yeah, exactly. It takes a lot, but when a Taurus finally blows up, they blow up and you are dead to them and you will never get back into the heaven of the heart ever. Yes. Again, Raheem said, I ain't gonna lie, but these African actors are really super amazing and very entertaining. They are. This is better reality TV than we got in America, right? Exactly. Tomorrow's Friday 16 teaser. Me too, teaser. That's why I don't bother people. I don't like being petty. I'm best. That's why people think like, oh my God, nothing bothers you. Yep. God bless. It's all love. It's all love because and also to the thing, anybody that's ever, it's something when somebody takes you out of yourself and like, it's just like, no, you don't want somebody to have power over you like that anyway. So you're like, yeah, it's all good. It's all love. Don't worry about it. Right. Listen. Oh, Times are dating. Miss K is a beautiful, wealthy, older woman dating younger men with a teenage daughter who will soon be out the home. Why not allow her, especially if she can afford it? Tomorrow's Friday. I 100% believe you about this. I'm right there with you. She is redefining the game. Men do it. Men do it all the time. Why not? Please listen. Listen, exactly a skirt. You're not even sure if it's really a headband with some heels on, literally filling on him. Come say hi to my girlfriend, Zari. You know, literally. Zari is not the reason Annie is the way she is. We must admit that. Annie needs to fix her issues with her esteem, stop deflecting it on Zari. She needs to stop letting others know how weak she is. True. This is true, but I often believe Christ is king, that two things can be true at the same time. Annie needs to fix her issues with her self-esteem. She needs to stop deflecting. She needs to stop letting people know her weakness. She also needs to leave her biggest weakness with her husband. She also needs to check a bitch named Zari for publicly humiliating her in front of the man that she loves. All things can be true at one time. Annie does need to work on herself. She also needs to get with Zari because what Zari did was out of line. I believe in duplicity. 2, 3, 5, 8 things can be true at the same time. But the fact that Zari needs to work on herself does not distract from the fact that Zari did publicly humiliate her. If you know what I'm saying. Right? Exactly. Listen, somebody said, are there any Nigerian sisters in the chat? Are the Nigerian men rant good in the sack? All I hear is they're different in bed, but the look on the woman's face who I talked to with wasn't satisfied. Ashley said, Zari is a beauty and has so many women impressed. And guess what, Ashley? Zari ain't the only beauty on this earth. Chat, flip your hair. And guess what? Zari ain't the only beauty on this earth. Baby, yeah, you're a gorgeous woman, but so what? So what? Now what? Now what? You pretty. I'm pretty. Dr. Payne's pretty. B is pretty. We all pretty. Now what? Who's pressed? Again, now what? That's the thing with the beauty card. If you can only play the beauty card, oh, I'm so cute. I got to all y'all pressed. I know. And listen, this isn't anything against you, Ashley. I know what you're saying. That mess might work on Instagram, but it's like, and now what? And now we're both cute. So what's your point? Where are you going with this? Do you literally? I'd be looking at Zari like, and look, when Zari was like, look at me, I'd have been like, and look at me. Next, like, what's your point? Where are we going with this? Do you have a point, Zari? Do you have a point? Because let's get back to your trifling ways. It's not pressed. Again, that's just my point. You ain't the only pretty person in the world, just like you're not the only smart person, the only person with money. There is nothing that someone can possess over another person to justify humiliating or being cruel to another person. There's nothing. Now, here's the thing. If Zari didn't give a damn about being cruel, Zari, that is your choice too. Fine. But for you guys to justify it and be like, it's because she's so beautiful, everybody's pressed. There's a lot of pretty people in this world. It's a lot of rich people. It's a lot of smart people. There's a lot of people that got all those three things, plus 8 more. All right, Zari, what's your point? You know? I'm just saying. No, oh, wow, comedian. Your words run over each other. Love you and work. Actually, no, I actually have to go to the dentist. I'm about to actually get out of here and take care of that. Zari is a mess. She's very rude. Zari is pretty, but she bleached her skin way too much. That's exactly how Connie thinks, right? Annie seems so naturally pretty. Yeah. Annie is gorgeous. She just doesn't know it yet. And that's sad. The fact that when Zari was just mad looking at Annie's body and like she made her feel bad when I was like, Annie, do you know the power you possess? And if you just walk in a room and hold your head up high and let those hips start to twist, and do you know the power you possess in who you are, Annie? I'm just saying. B said, let them know. I'm just saying. Yes, exactly. You can be several layers of unattracted leaking from the inside. Exactly. All right. So, somebody said, I thought for sure Shrek would have gotten prune juice on the show with all his connections as an African prince, multimillionaire. Funny thing is, Portia would have done well on the show because Connie would have eaten. I would have paid money to see Connie, Annie, and Zari all unite like the Powder Puff Girls. Just unite like the Powder Puff Girls and take down Portia. They would have ate her for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Unfortunately, it looks like to me a lot of these scenes, everybody was flexing their own life, getting their own, throwing their own parties. It seems like they paid for a lot of stuff. Simon couldn't even hang from the first scene. Simon could have hanged from the first scene. That first scene when Kanye was having that party and there was all that food, Simon would have literally had his kids and PJ passing out like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and goldfish crackers. Literally. And probably Portia could have gotten cognac to sponsor. No, Simon would have been stealing bottles from his restaurant, putting it in the open bar. That's the thing why Portia can't get on the show. Simon couldn't even have dealt from when they were doing the storyboard. So like, okay, so where are you guys vacationing? He'd have been like, Cancun? And they would have been like, Cancun. But you know we got resorts down in South Africa. Yes, but literally, they would have walked in and be like, Connie would have been like, what is this? Can you imagine Connie walking in to those little Airbnb bungalows that Simon be trying to stunt on Instagram? Can you imagine Connie walking in and being like, is this the servant's house? Can you imagine? Could you imagine them sitting there at Portia's birthday party and be like, where are all the people? And can you imagine how straight shooting they are sitting down and be like, Portia, I believe he's a scammer. Please, I would have paid money to see Connie walk into some of Portia's and Simon's foolery. Connie is a straight shooter. She knows what money looks like, and Connie does her research. So you know she knows who all the money men in Africa are. I'm not saying she's messing with them, but she does her research. So she knows where all the money men are. Connie would have eaten Portia and Simon up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This would have been the most watched show. Again, Simon could even deal with the budget. Probably even when they were on at the ladies' brunch, right? And they had like the cute, like little English breakfast thing going on. He probably couldn't even afford it. That give me a break. So from private dining and the St. Regis in Africa, and you got the brunch. Ain't no way. I would have paid money for that. Connie just walking in to that little Airbnb. And that little Airbnb he swore he bought in Costa Rica. Like, where are all the people? You have a house. It's very ugly decorated in the middle of nowhere. Why did you bring me here? She would have sucked their teeth. You know the way Africans when they're, I can't do it right, but when they're not impressed, they just like the way they suck their teeth, like, right? Like, right? That would have been Connie dragging the mess out. Where are all the people? Why are we here in this rental? Why? Right? Literally. All right. Okay, guys. So listen. She would have read her down. Anyway, you guys, thank you for joining. Join me tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. We are doing episode 4. Vibe it, y'all. Episode 4, right? Episode 4 is where the wheels come off and this starts getting good. I already watched 20 minutes of it. I can't wait. I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.